Ciao and benvenuto, welcome. As a patron of Coco's Italian Market, you know we often do food and wine pairings on our event center. Some of our most popular events have been when Loris comes from Italy as a host, featuring the wines from his family vineyards. I'm excited to announce that the Traverso family has opened up their house to us to come and visit them. But this is no ordinary house. It used to be the home of the King of Venice, or should I say, the palatial estate of the King of Venice. So, believe me, it's out of this world fantastic. This 100-acre estate has the perfect microclimate for these exceptional wines. It's between the mountains and the sea. Best part is, it's only 25 miles from Venice. So a stay here offers so many daily excursions in all directions, with history and small towns and foods and restaurants and shopping and leisure. Well, we'll just have Loris take it from here. So the royal family of Venice actually live there. That's amazing. So these accommodations, what are they like? Because we have the Hermitage, Andrew Jackson's home, which is 180 years old. I wouldn't live in that house. And this is the president. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go back in time, it's different. You know, our modern conveniences are really important to people now. So what is the villa like?
Well, so they were coming from Venice by boat because at the time there were no roads. I mean, until when Venice was an independent republic, everything was done on the water. They were coming directly from Venice by boat, usually from March, April until October. After that, they were going back to Venice. So 6 months, let's say. The main important person that is written on the accounts book of the family was the bishop of Torcello and then became the bishop of Venice. So he was a very, very important person from the church, and he wanted to build a villa, and he made such a big property. Well, living in there, it's amazing, and sometimes you think you are like in a movie for some reasons. If you go into the palace, you see these huge, massive rooms, big chandelier, original. Some of them still go with the candles. They don't have electricity. However, for example, thinking of the new houses, well, the heating system has been installed only after the Second World War. That means before then they were only having fireplaces. So if the fire wasn't working, it was bloody cold. So we feel very lucky to have, the normal heating system.
So how big is this villa?
Around 25 rooms in the house, divided into 3 floors.
September is my favorite time to go to Italy because it's harvest time. So can you describe like what a typical day will be like when we're there visiting?
Usually during the harvest, days start very early in the morning, sometimes even at 5 o'clock. I mean that the sun is already up or almost, and people like to go early also for the heat that you can reach during the day. So it's always better to start working with a cooler climate. The guy with a tractor and the truck with all the baskets go on the vineyards and start to distribute these baskets, where people then will start and harvest the grape and put the grape inside these baskets. And then when they are full, another tractor goes into the vineyards and start to unload these baskets into a truck, and then when it's full, it goes to the winery to press the grape. So that is a normal day at the winery. Of course, it has to be nice weather. When the weather is not nice, unfortunately, what we do, we wait a couple of days. But if it doesn't stop raining, then you have to do it, because the nature doesn't wait, guys. Right. So you just go, you get wet, but you have to do the job.
And let me tell you, there's nothing like waking up in the morning in Italy and you hear the tractor in the distance creak in the wheel, and you see the people out there, and it's just so amazing. And it's not like the United States. You are at a vineyard. When you're visiting a vineyard in the United States, it's just a showroom. Here, you're walking over the hoses and the pipes and the machinery. You can get up close to it. You are in the winemaking factory, which you cannot do when you're in the United States. So this is very, very special. Could you also tell us about, from where you're located, what kind of excursions we can do from that location? Obviously, Venice is close, but are there some churches that are in Duomos to see and some shopping?
Absolutely. Well, Venice is the biggest city we have from the winery. However, the province of Treviso, it's very nice and there are a lot of spots that deserve to be seen. One is Treviso town itself. It's what we call the Little Venice. Then you have Oderzo. Oderzo is a Roman town and it's just 7 miles from the winery. And if you want to see Roman ruins, then is a place where you want to go. For example, we have Motta di Livenza, which is 10 minutes driving from the winery, and there is a big church named after the Virgin Mary, and that is where 500 years ago it was told that someone have seen the image of the Virgin Mary, and since then they built this massive church, and you can visit and you can really see the history.
So can you describe your cooking classes for us? Because our clientele really love the cooking classes.
Well, we have a customer that comes to do weddings at the villa, because we do rent for weddings from spring until autumn. One customer in particular, he has a lab where he likes to do cooking classes, and we work together when we have customers that want to learn how to the cooking, for example, and then we arrange the customers have to go to the lab to this customer of ours, and then they will do the cooking class.
Come to Coco's and fall in love with the wine, and come to Treviso and fall in love with the winery. We personally bring our customers on 2 or 3 trips through Italy several times a year, and they just keep getting better and better. I'm super excited that we have made friends with the Traverso family, but mostly I'm excited that we are now able to offer trips to their wonderful estate. With Coco's, we're not just travelers, but we are friends, where you're expected and welcomed with open arms, and that makes a big difference. Hope to hear from you soon, and ciao for now.